You're a dead man. Anyway, like I was saying, you're listening to Peace Metal. You just heard Winter Sun, Beyond the Dark Sun, KMFDM, World War III, Whitechapel, Reprogrammed to Hate, Flesh God Apocalypse, The Violation. I'm your host, Luke O'Blaze, my co-host, Morgan Thundercunt, Danielle.
Wow, you got to think about that for a second. That sucked.
That
pause just ruined the whole joke behind it.
I wrote it down,
just came
too.
a little.
I fucked it up.
Oh, boy.
And we're here with After the Spire.
Who drove all the way from fucking Indiana. Woo woo! Woo woo! That's awesome. Got some pigs in here. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves for the world to hear you?
I am Jesse. I do vocals.
My name's Eric. I play guitars.
Kyle, I play the bass. I'm Lenny, and I'm the percussive engineer.
There's always one.
Mike. I play the other guitar.
The other guitar.
The other one.
I think the thing that caught my eye when I was looking at your page was this awesome fucking album cover. Let's start with this because I'm mesmerized by it every single time I see it. Who created it for you, and where did you get this CD that Luco's eating from?
All right, we'll check it out. I've known this guy for a while, and he's been in the scene for a minute. His name's Ryan Kasparian. He does his work out of, I don't know if he owns it or not. I don't want to misplace words here, but it's called innovatethemind.com. You should check him out. He does album work for like Ion Dissonance. Vila Maya, a bunch of crazy shit.
It looks like Vila Maya stuff.
Yeah, he's legit. He does really cool stuff. He gets down. He loves metal. He's in a band himself, like a really sludgy metal band. So he really just knew what we were looking for. He actually was listening to our album the whole time he was making the album work and our t-shirt designs. So we're really stoked with the way that it came out, and we're happy with the prices that he gave us and everything else. So it's Ryan Kasparian from Innovate the Mind. Check him out.
Or else.
How long did it take you guys to create this album?
Ooh.
Why don't we let Eric and Lenny talk about that one?
Because we asked you to.
Pretty much what happened.
Once upon a time.
Lenny was in a band, and I was in another band, and we were going through changes, and Lenny called me up one day, and he was like, dude, we need a fucking guitar player. You want to play? I'm like, all right. I left my band immediately because I'd just rather be with, more professional, someone that's going to have a chance. And then weird enough, we kicked out every member of that fucking band. Went from a hardcore fucking band, which I hate, and we went into this death metal
offense.
thing.
That's cool too, guys. Don't worry about it.
And, I don't know. We just started this death metal thing. We kicked out the singer from that band. Then we got a different singer who brought in our bass player, Kyle. And then shortly after that, we fucking kicked that singer out. And then we got Jesse, which is our current singer, about 2 weeks before we even went into the studio. So in 2 weeks, he ripped out 4 songs, lyrics, killed it. That's pretty much where we're at right now. Me and Lenny worked on it for maybe like 3 months of like the songwriting.
Yeah, we went through a couple different phases. Like, we weren't sure where we wanted to go. We know that we wanted to do like something like Despised Icon, because that's kind of where I'm at, like, as far as like the drumming aspect of it. I didn't want to just do some thrash shit. I just want to do something that was all over the place, and Eric was down for it. But we went through our phases before, talking about the member changes. It really affected the process of the writing of Seeking Divination, because when we were going about it, we went through this phase where everything had to be like black metal, and we were putting some like symphonic things over breakdowns and stuff.
Weird shit.
For some people, but at the time, me and him were like, "Oh man, this is so awesome! We need to do that." And as the band started to come together, with the members, which was like, with Jesse and Kyle over here jumping on board and having more of an input, we knew it wasn't really the direction for us. So 4 songs took about 3.5 months to write, because one day Eric would be like, "Oh man, we could do something more chordy, and get Shagreth from Demi Borgir to come over here and lay down some backing vocals to it or something." And it wasn't going to work out for us, and it just turned out the way it did. But a little known fact about the album is that the album originally did have symphonic things on it. The intro to Capital Punishment, Parts in Contrition, and other things were built and written for symphonic parts, and then we kind of went to the studio. We're just kind of like, oh man, we kind of have to toss that idea. We're not really from Norway. We want to have the straight death metal approach.
Yeah, we were originally actually a 4-piece, just me, Jesse, which was
yourself.
Myself.
I was gonna
A
say,
four-piece with Eric, me, and Jesse and himself.
It was
Laying it down, dude.
me,
Laying it
Eric,
down.
Lenny, and Kyle. And then, I mean, it was actually not even till like a month and a half ago, probably.
Not even a month ago.
Yeah.
Not even a month ago, we brought in Mike because he's been one of my best friends for fucking like 3 years. He's a solid ass guitar player. Fucking, you know,
Solid.
Kind of
solid.
like when you hang out with a gang.
He just learned. He
I was
learned
just
all the
merged
songs.
in.
He
They
learned
just
all the songs
recruited
within
me.
like what, fucking 2 weeks. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, no.
and
But-
they're definitely not easy to learn.
It definitely was not easy to learn.
But, you know,
not at all.
Getting back to actually the question. Awkward silence. No.
you're trying to think of what the question.
No. Right in the album. We set a date for ourselves because most bands, you know, they want to take time. You want to make sure that they're writing the best music possible. But with all the member changes and everything, we had to make sure we gave ourselves a deadline. And we went in last June to record at the Nook Studios with Nick Nativo. And actually going into the studio, all the songs were complete. Seeking Divination, the last track on the album, the title track, we only had 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the song actually written. Then we went to the studio and we had to put in the ending. There was no lyrics or anything. We just came up with it. Like, that's how we were getting down to tight, you know, on time and everything. But yeah, it was like pulling teeth, but it came out, and we're just stoked that kids are digging it.
Fuck yeah.
Iron
I'm
Kids.
definitely taking it. I want to put that out there.
No, when Luco heard it, he
we
was like,
appreciate
"Oh my
it.
god, these guys! I love them so much. I want to fuck them all."
Hey,
never
as
said
long as you
that.
throw dinner in there, dude, I'm
I never said
down.
that. Raw dog and dinner. Delicious.
Actually, I really want to hear Capital Punishment. Oh, that song. It'll make you come. Your ears. It'll make your ears come. And your cocks and cunts.
Any hole in your body.
we've been
you'll be
we've been
oozing.
told that breakdown is like the best breakdown in our scene in that song.
Which isn't really a breakdown. That's why it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Kids these days don't know what they're
Actually,
talking about.
I mean, like, I don't know. I guess everything that's, I don't know, not just straightforward's a breakdown these days. But hey, if kids like it, they want to call it a breakdown, I'm all for it. Love
Capital
it.
Punishment would definitely be one of our more thrashier death metal, black, like very dark songs. I
Yeah, it's our
guess.
most black metal-y kind of song with the chordy chorus.
Yeah, we're supposed to have, like I said,
Cordy chorus.
chordy chorus. See, that's how we do it. There was supposed to be like a choir and like a whole symphony in the intro, and like in other parts of the song. So it's kind of nuts to think that's where we went with it, and then the way that people hear it now, you know, I don't know how it would have sounded either way.
Yeah,
but
that's probably my least favorite song, but I think I hear it differently, you know, being the one that wrote it.
I think that's the hardest song to play,
I was
dude.
about to say, fuck you.
that's my least favorite song because Eric wrote it.
No, surprisingly though, like that's a lot of our fans' favorite songs.
really is.
Yeah,
One
it's
of our
weird.
least favorite songs. It's not like
Yeah, don't get it wrong. We do love the
Yeah,
song
we
we
love
created.
all
It's not
the
like you have a
songs.
child and you're like, I don't like this one anymore.
It's the first song
Sorry,
to bring
Steven.
to bring you in to start listening to the
Yeah,
rest of
it's
the
just
music.
that
Yeah.
we've definitely heard it our fair share of times.
Yeah.
So.
It destroys my wrist every
Just
time we
from
play it.
where we like had it visioned in our minds to what it sounds like now, I think it's when we look at it and play it live and, you know, at practice, it's just we hear it a little bit differently. But it's like the people with fresh ears on it don't really know the direction we were going, so
Yeah,
I guess they're really
definitely
digging
paved the
it.
way for everything else that we did on the E EP.
Now, what is the process that you guys take when you guys write your music? Is it just like a jam session that just creates your sound?
Oh, it's very complex.
oh man.
Well, let's go into this
insane.
complex.
No, I really compare our writing style to like conceiving a child. I always tell people this, and
God, that sounds
because really think about it. I mean, if anybody knows about the process of how a child comes
Definitely
together.
not.
Well, I mean, the sex is good until you learn you're pregnant.
No,
and
okay.
then you're
Oh
just
my
like,
God.
oh fuck.
No, it's never a bad thing. You're like, all right, it works.
Nice.
I'm stoked about that. No,
Nice.
Not a
no.
mistake.
When it comes to the writing process for us, it always starts with a basic riff, as it does like most people who write music. They have a little hook or whatever they want to go with. But you know, we take our time with it. We didn't like for me personally when I'm writing, I can't write with the band because if I'm writing with the band and all the parts, I'm gonna write for myself, and I feel really selfish when I do that because it's typical for any death metal drummer to be like, sweet riff. Guess what? I'm gonna do gravity blast, and I'm gonna do these fills over it. So usually what we do is we have like the basic skeleton that me and Eric will work on, and then we'll go back and do pre-production where Eric he uses a computer program where he could tab it all out, and then he'll send it to me, and then I'll sit back and work on the drums. And this is a process that will take anywhere like from 2 to 3 weeks just to get the basic structure down. And even then, it's still not finished because, you know, you really want the ending product to be like at your fullest potential.
Superb.
Like I feel like most bands out there, they get a hook or they get a cool riff and they ride that riff so much during the song, they don't explore the different like alleys it can go. So that's what we definitely like to do, and we like to take our time individually. Especially Eric sitting at home in his little studio space. I sit at home in mine, and really just sit and think about what's going to be the best possible move for the song. Because with our style of writing, we don't do breakdowns nonstop. We don't have solos at all. We just want to be, you're getting pushed off a cliff.
Riff sandwich.
Riff sandwich, as Nick
Fucking
Nativo
riff
said
sandwich.
it. Riff sandwich, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's working out for us, but taking that approach without relying on a breakdown every 5 seconds or having a noodling solo every
That's
5
not okay for some people.
No, I mean, it works for some people, but it's not our approach. So writing's difficult because you don't want a stack of riffs that don't make sense, yet you don't want to have too little where the song's boring. So that's why you always have to sit back and make these like strategic chess moves when we're writing music to make sure that's going to come out the best as we can without having those things there. Which I don't know how other people hear it for us, but I don't think people really realize when they're listening to it right off the bat because it's just so nonstop that you're not really hearing a solo or we're not relying on the breakdown. So I don't know how people hear it, but I know it's always an added pressure for us because, you know, some bands are like, oh, we're a minute and a half into it, guess what we're going to do? Breakdown! And then they're just like, check it out, dude. Now we have another minute and a half because you rely on this breakdown or a simple rhythm pattern. It's not really the way we want to go about it.
So the whole time you're explaining this, you're just like, we're better than all of you out there. We actually put more time into making all of our music, so listen to us. But it works because I mean I have listened to it and I've got wet soggy drawers to show. So
Well, like the songwriting, like
More than one pair.
the guitar aspect of
The
it
rubber.
is- I'm not big on breakdowns or relying on them, as Lenny said, or solos. I mean, it's it's easy to you get a couple minutes into a song, you're looking to fill some time, and it's just like, well, let's throw a fucking breakdown in here that'll kill a minute, but it's like it's just we're trying to be.
I would say let's maybe throw a circle pit part.
Hell yeah, you gotta get thrashing.
Yeah, for the time that we probably write 4 songs, 5 songs, a band could just an average like slam band, just throwing breakdown, cool riff, breakdown, cool riff,
Squeal.
let's finish it. They could probably throw out
Power
30 songs.
chord.
They could probably throw out 30 songs before we do, but I mean, we just try really hard. Like, instead of just pushing out a bunch of like mediocre songs, we want to fucking just really push ourselves to put out the best product in each song, so that we could put out a couple EPs and eventually release a full length, and it's not gonna be like we waste our time on a bunch of mediocre songs, and we're just pushing out only good quality and like our heart through our music rather than just mediocre riffs all day long.
So do you guys only have 5 songs?
We-
Whatever's on the E EP?
Well, we have
It's 4
now-
songs and 1 instrumental on the
Yeah.
EP.
I mean, technically now we're going to the studio again very soon, and we have our next EP pretty much done. So I mean, we have like 8 songs now.
Minus the vocals.
Yeah, minus the.
Way to go,
'Cause
Jesse.
I actually-
You were supposed to give that away, Jesse.
Well,
Thank
come on,
you.
man.
No.
Well, the way that we
everyone's
work-
logging off right now.
No, the way that they were talking about the writing process, they actually do a lot of the pre-production, and we all do pre-production in separate houses, which is actually kind of weird. Like, Eric will do his pre-production at his house and write his riffage, get together with Mike and Kyle, and all the guitars would get together and be writing their stuff and record a little segment or do the actual whole song, send it to Lenny. Lenny will program in the drums, because a lot of the stuff we're writing right now is actually so difficult that we are having trouble even keeping up with ourselves.
Yeah, it's really hard to stay on tempo. playing this stuff.
So we write a lot of the stuff and then we practice the shit that we
I
write.
think Jesse actually laid down vocals over contrition before we even actually met him.
Yeah, personally.
That was my
Said
tryout.
that
Yeah, my
yeah.
tryout was the lay down. I actually had a little mini studio at my house, just a vocal booth, and they were like, "Yeah, this is our music. Come try out for us." And I actually wrote lyrics and recorded it in my own house in my own mini studio, and then sent it to them, and then went there.
Came
and
prepared.
Yeah, so that's why we actually
Super
we showed up to
professional.
the studio. We showed up to the studio with all our pre-productions done. I mean, we could have released our pre-production and sold them for $1 on fucking little CDRs, like a lot of the bands out here, but we fucking dropped the money and spent the time on going to the studio trying to do it the right way, trying to separate us from, just a regular local band. We're trying to just stick out a little bit. We're kind of sticking to the raw metal instead of the totally overproduced, sound that a lot of these new bands are coming out with. I think it shows just with the 4 songs we put out so far, and this new album we're gonna fucking drop is just gonna be ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
We've all grown as a band, just knowing each other, hanging out. Like I said, I was only in the band 2 weeks before we hit the studio. So
Not even.
yeah.
And how long have you guys been a band all together? Because I know.
Me and Eric have been.
Yeah, with
This
current
lineup, you're only looking at a couple weeks.
including Mike.
But Mike's already played 2 or 3 shows with us as a new guitarist.
Three
Yeah,
shows.
3 shows, and he's
Three.
fucking solid. as fuck.
Solid.
Yeah, because obviously we want to do things different in this band, and believe me, we don't want to come off the wrong way. I just, we all really want to make it, and we just want to be as honest as possible, and we do care a lot about the fans that we have, and we're really appreciative when we go. We go to every show. We try to talk to everybody. Anybody reaches out to us. We're really good. We have one of the first fans that we have is Tim Helsing, and he's from New York. And this kid's just been incredible to us. So
Is that the dude that did the vocal?
he did a vocal cover for us, and he's always reaching out to us. And we always we send him his CD and everything. And the fans are important to us. We want to make sure that we're giving them the best that we can. And we want to make sure that we have all the eggs lined up properly. You don't want to go and kill it on your EP, and then come out and follow it with something mediocre. Or if we were ever blessed enough to get signed and we put out a full EP or a full length, and it just wasn't up to par, you want to make sure that you keep yourself in check and that you're always trying to push to your fullest potential.
Another thing is we really focus on our live performance. So everything you hear on our album is pretty much
It's the exact same thing.
We
I can put
recreate
the
that
clip
shit
up.
live.
We actually have a few videos on YouTube too.
Yeah, you should check us
Yeah,
out
you
on
just type
YouTube.
in After the Spire, and you see a picture of Jesse.
That's that's the one thing we didn't want to do. We didn't want to overproduce our album, so that we came out and people were like, "Oh my god, I can't wait to hear." Because we actually released our album before we even fucking played a single show.
Yeah.
We went in the studio, we did all this shit, so that people were hearing our music and couldn't wait to see us play.
I feel like that would be the better way to go, though, because then you get a fan base and you go out there and you
Right.
play and people know what you're playing.
They know, they're expecting it. So when we go out there and fucking.
Yeah.
We actually we come out to Isle of Axiom, which is the 3rd song on our EP. It's just an instrumental, but that's like our intro. We turn off the lights, we fucking get the crowd involved, we start clapping and shit. So everyone gets stoked to get us ready to play us. Then we just come out full energy for the next 4 songs, give it our all. We're all fucking pouring sweat. It's not just some, let's just bang our heads slightly and fucking just get through this set. We just, even if it's a local show, we go all out. Yeah.
Who have you guys played with?
Locally, we play with a couple national acts, but we stick to the local scene because
We played the Summer Slaughter Survivors tour.
yeah, that was the biggest thing for us. And I think
was Conducting from the Grave,
Contortionist.
The Contortionist,
Volumes.
Rings of Saturn,
Volumes.
Volumes.
it was good for us because it wasn't so much we're not one of those bands that were like, oh my god, here comes this big touring pack, let's just jump on there. So it's our gateway to fame. We don't think like that at all. We do appreciate when we play these bigger shows and we're able to talk to the other bands, and we could really talk to each other as people instead of trying to butter them up or brown nose them. We got a lot of compliments from the touring bands, and I would just look at them and I'm just, you're insane, man. You're on the Summer Slaughter Survivor tour. You're from Canada, and no, we're not that good. Just stop. Leave it alone. But,
Well, fucking don't let Lenny's a fucking beast, dude. I'm gonna say it right now. Lenny, our drummer,
German Jesus.
dude. This kid, he plays that 240 solid for fucking 4 minutes straight, double kicks. He doesn't fucking stop. He practices.
thanks, Jesse.
He practices at least 3 hours a day when he works a full-time job. He has a girlfriend right now with a kid, and he's doing that whole.
I love her, by the way. If you're listening, I love you. And I hope your whole family heard that. I love them.
No, but he's a fucking machine, dude. He just never stops.
We all are. At the end of the day, it's not just one single person. We all play to a click. When we practice, we play with a click. We record from practicing on stage. We're all in a click, and everybody's a beast in this band.
It's a ton of practice.
Yeah, I mean,
individually, we all spend at least hours doing what we do, playing guitar, bass.
We probably have some friends listening right now that know actually how much we practice. My friend Doug right now is fucking listening. I want to give a shout out to fucking Doug. Check him out. Go on our After the Spire Facebook. He's actually modeling one of our T-shirts.
Yeah, love Doug. He's the greatest guy in the world.
He's a fucking.
And that hair is for real.
It's fucking real shit.
Ass length hair.
No, but they know how much we practice and how much work we put into it. I mean, like some of our fans, we have fans like overseas, Sweden, fucking Europe. Norway. We're in like 20 to 30 random ass fucking metal blogs. We can't even read half of them.
That's the incredible part of it.
We're all in our mid-20s, and it's just something that we're really focused on, striving at is perfecting our instruments and just getting everything as solid as possible so we don't choke when we play live and it's not a sloppy performance or kids are let down, basically.
Well, I say we stop taunting the listener
and
actually play them some of this, so
right on.
They hear how amazing.
What do you guys
it is.
want to play first? First couple songs that you want to play on this break.
Let's start off with this dude's favorite song right here, the very first song of the album.
Capital Punishment, guys.
Capital Punishment going into
Mosh. Oh, going into what? Mosh. You can just play it as it is. I mean, we don't have a particular listing. You just let it go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Capital Punishment to the Prophet's Mistake.
There we go. We are going on break to listen to the wonderful sounds of After the Spire.
Dave.
Talking you up.
Should we say something?
Are we on?
Yeah, 5 greatest rappers. Dylon.
Is it? That was it.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, it has to do that in order for you to like Capital Punishment.
And we're back. We're back. And we're back.
I'm not back yet. Wait till I sit down.
Not gonna do that. That was.
You're listening to a piece of metal on Slam Internet Radio.
So this is a piece of metal at 4055 North Milwaukee Avenue at PC here, and we are on live right now with After Spire, and we actually just heard 2 of your awesome tracks. Do you want to say what they are and what they're about?
The first one was Capital Punishment, and the second one was The Prophet's Mistake. Capital Punishment is actually about how we've been ruled by someone our entire lives, our entire existence of human beings, regardless of where we've been, whether it was back in the day and it was fucking, empires, or it's now and it's a president or a democracy or any of that stuff. It's a matter of, even though it's the people and everything, we still have, someone telling us what to do. And that was just touching a little bit of base on there. Not necessarily saying that we hate the government or anything. That's definitely not what it is. But it's just pretty much talking about how we're always limited and we're not exactly, there's rules and limitations to life, and we can't actually do what the fuck we want to do. And The Prophet's Mistake is actually touching base with Frost. He's a famous poet.
Robert Frost.
Yeah.
Not Jack Frost.
He actually used to talk about picking the end of the world, fire or ice. Because that's actually what our whole thing is a little based on. After the Spire, it's kind of like after the end. The apocalypse, what's going to go down.
Not to scare anyone.
Not to scare anyone.
I feel like you're huge zombie fans. Am I getting that vibe?
like to play Nazi
No, actually,
No, not even. It's just
No?
more of like,
Not zombie apocalypse, dude.
No, actually,
Need your zombie plan ready.
Mike's all about zombies.
Yeah, I got mad books on zombies.
Mike's a fucking
the
freak
Mad
with
Zombie
zombies.
books.
Do you watch
No.
The Walking Dead? I love
do.
The Walking Dead.
No, the whole big picture behind what we were, going back to when we were like going through our little black metal phase. Every band should have an identity. What?
Not to cut you off, but it's just funny that you keep mentioning you guys used to be black metal, but you guys are like the whitest people I've ever seen.
No, not like
my next door
literal.
neighbor white. Like, we're a black.
Hey.
I think black metal band like long dark hair, trench
no.
coats.
Did you wear the face paint?
For a little bit.
Did you really?
No.
We have a confession here.
No, it's really tough. I need to stop myself because that
piece of metal.
not.
What just happened?
I don't know, dude. No, but really, well, growing up, like I was always into like European metal, and when I say black metal, I don't literally mean like black metal. Like,
I think he's
well, what's it? God forbid. I'm not.
No, not
black
what?
people. Like metal.
No, you gotta hear me out because the last time.
Eric Stanley.
Eric Stanley, if you're listening. No, because the last time I said that to somebody, they looked at me like I was saying that. Because, you go up to
So
some.
no, I know what black. I mean, I hope all the listeners out there know what black metal.
Please
is.
understand when I refer to black
You
metal.
put God forbid as a black metal band. No.
Not skin wise.
It's not literal. It's just the darkness.
And they're not from Europe either, so what are you
Did
talking
you think I was saying that because like you guys are the whitest people? No, that's not what I meant. I meant
That's where you threw me off because you threw the white thing in there.
no. You guys like
Oh, so you made a black joke.
with black metal. I think of like I don't know, dudes with long dark hair with
like
trench coats
like
and
Behemoth?
saggy boots and shit.
Like
Yeah,
Behemoth and Immortal?
Shut the fuck up about Behemoth Immortal.
We have girlfriends and stuff.
You don't
and,
like Behemoth?
we
And you
work-
don't want to
No, I
scare
do.
them.
She doesn't.
Got you.
Eric loves Behemoth.
So do I. Don't leave me out of that.
One of the best
Well,
bags.
I
okay,
just don't like their makeup.
it's time for serious
I don't either.
FaceTime.
All right, yeah, let's get Lenny. Go ahead.
Okay.
Are we still talking about your childhood?
Yeah. Well, anyways, when I was 5 years old, no, we wanted to find an identity for ourselves, and it's typical for a death metal band to be like, oh, let's sing about how.
I thought you were a black metal band.
I mean, sorry, death metal band to talk about how being anti-political, anti-religious, and not all of us come from cult families or like cult.
Any of you
boys.
guys come from cult families?
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, I'm fucking Catholic, raised Catholic, but I don't go to church anymore. It just scares the shit out of me, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't want to get on that topic, but
Okay, we're gonna walk away from that as quickly as possible. No, but we thought about it. You're like, we're not going to sing about religion or have any of those ideas, but, the whole divination idea is finding your own way. Whether that's spiritually, whether that's finding yourself at the end of the road at, lighted tunnel and you're meeting up with your family and having a get together after you die, or whatever it is that you believe in. We just want to encourage people to find themselves.
Follow your beliefs.
It's not a person or any particular thing. You just need to find yourselves, and that's really what we were trying to push on this album and where we wanted to come from as a band, that we want to encourage people, because you have a young fan base. You go to all ages shows, the youngest kid there could be like 12, 14 years old. Really impressionable, so you can't really go there and be like, you can't like the Lord. And then all of a sudden he starts all these fights at home. You just wanted to, we want to push kids, find yourself. Don't be so manipulated by everything, and just really stay true to your heart. And, that's what we're really trying to push in this band.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Now, when you guys go up on stage, do you preach that, or are you just...
rock out on stage.
Yeah, we just pretty much play, and
it was overplayed and hasty.
I say actually some pretty stupid shit as a front man. I'll be like, fucking yeah.
Who's ready to party? Just like that.
Who's ready to party?
And I go, brutal.
Yeah, then Lenny will just fucking do some crazy.
Do that little flipper thing on the drums. You go to every metal show. It's like, how you guys feeling tonight?
No, but
let me hear it. And everybody's like, oh my god, yeah, he went faster.
No, what I really preach as a front man is to fucking support your local music scene. Whether you're 12, whether you're 28, if you like music, everyone started as a local artist. Whether the fuck you like it or not. I mean, Black Dahlia got signed off their fucking first EP, but not everyone's like that. And that was back when, fucking metal was blowing the fuck up. Like mid-2000s, early 2000s, like, that shit was fucking... Everyone was going ape shit for that, dude. I remember, some of the biggest bands now. Dude,
I took out 3 windshields.
I'm talking, Whitechapel, Amir, all those bands that, people love right now, 500,000 likes, million likes on Facebook. They were playing the small venues that we were at as local bands for fucking dirt cheap, because that's just what the fuck you did back then. Now it's like... Everybody, they're so high on a pedestal, it's like you could barely fucking touch them. And there's so many metal bands coming up. It's just so hard. So we try and preach as much as possible. Come to a local show, spend the $5 to $10, fucking support the venues that's throwing this shit. Because out by us, I don't know about any of you listeners or anything. Out by us, ridiculous amount of venues have been closed because of fights. Because there's hardcore dancers and metalheads that can't get along because of shit that's getting broken. And all of a sudden, we're left trying to promote our music and play for all these kids, and nobody wants to come out, or there isn't even a place to fucking go out. So I'm like, please, just fucking come out, have a good time, have fun. If you're over 21, another hole in the wall in Steger, Illinois, you could fucking drink and listen to music at the same time. Their the sound quality there is fucking awesome. So, I mean, we may be saying something completely different on our album, but live, we don't necessarily touch base with that. We're just more like, support your fucking singing, support your local, I'm saying, all that shit.
I know your friend had called you and wants a shout out. I overheard a conversation.
This guy's like,
why aren't you guys listening to music? Say something about me.
He's ghetto, but he's really ghetto, but he supports us a lot.
He's really ghetto. Dude, he's from Munster, Indiana, which is actually
it's so ghetto. Yeah, right.
No, dude, it's one of the prestigious towns in the area. There's $1 million houses and shit. And this dude is just hood rich. I don't know what happened to him, but hood rich. He's cool as fuck, dude.
He's angry birded right now, man, listening to us.
Yeah.
No, but dude, he's cool as fuck.
He just flipped a table in his dining room.
No, we love Nick, man.
Nick Morelli, he got me a job. I love him.
We're always just trying to fucking sit back and chill and smoky a little something, or maybe just drink a little something. And he's like, dude, let's put on Usher.
Yeah. We're like, no, dude, we want to listen to Black Death.
I know, we're like, we're all on the brink of tears, wanting to fuck each other because he's playing Usher.
What? Why wasn't I at this party?
No one else is feeling that. It was just me.
Yeah.
That shit goes down.
This is a radio show that you find out who your band members are, and I think someone's been hiding something.
No.
He's the one who lived with him for.
Real talk.
Oh man.
Real talk.
I'm about to drop it here.
Drop it.
Jesse joined the band a week and a half before we recorded. I had not hung out with this man for a significant amount of time. All right, and then like the first day at the studio, we go out to eat. He's like eating my food off my plate, and then later on that night, I have this nice queen size air mattress. I'm ready just to clock out. And he's like, "Hey, bro, can I just lay with you?" Jumps on it. I'm like,
No, it's not how the
dude, you know how awkward it is to not know somebody, and the way you get to know him is you sleep by him for a week.
It sounded like they were making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
No, it was individual blankets. We couldn't do that, you know.
But he wanted a
guys.
spoon, right?
No, seriously.
He was nice
Let me
enough to
tell you a
spoon
very
you?
serious moment.
Oh, they were
At
spooning
one
you.
point, it was probably like the third night of recording. We were all going to pass out, and me and Lenny probably woke up at like 4 in the morning. We usually get up around, 8, 9?
Yeah.
To start tracking and doing all that shit. We woke up around 4 in the morning, both of us facing each other. We just kind of looked at each other like,
What? And rolled. Fuck! I rolled over really slowly. I know. No. The listeners can't watch me do this, but I'll reenact it for you guys. I calmly just did the whole. Yeah, you know I'm ashamed of myself roll over.
the air mattress was so squeaky. Dude, yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
You couldn't even go to like scratch your own balls without it being like
The producer probably thought that we were trying to make like babies in the butt,
Oh my god.
but he found out on Google that that's not possible. So
Ask Dave about his mic.
Dave,
My mic is broken.
his mic is broken.
Turn it back on.
I need my tech.
man.
How ironic. Mike's mic isn't working.
Well,
Mike's mic isn't working.
I think mine's okay. It's
Can
working.
you talk?
Talking? Talk.
Ours, Lenny.
Sorry.
Lenny's mic is good. I can hear that.
Anybody who's listening, me and Lenny are very close.
Very. They're sharing a microphone.
I don't know.
I'll share with you.
All right.
Sharing. Dude, we got the carpenters over here in this corner.
Are you,
With the
I'm a
six-
lumberjack, Lenny. Look at my beard. Carpenter, come on.
So I need
Jesus,
to ask,
that'd be
and I want this could be funny confession hour. I want you guys to tell the band individually something to the bandmates that you guys haven't told each other before about yourselves.
Oh,
What?
shit. Oh,
Like, what does your bandmates not know about you?
All right. Well, I mean,
Nothing. We lay everything out there on the line at the beginning.
Yeah, it's
Next question.
Physically, I'm sure it's been shown. I meant
All
All right. I
Mentally.
shit a lot. I pick my nose. I flick my fingers.
you're not part of this.
No, here.
Something like that, I guess. But
well, I mean,
what don't they know about you?
Kyle and Eric may not know this, but Lenny just found this out like the other night, and Mike definitely knows because he was a part of it. Before I joined after the Spire, I pretty much smoked blunts all day and recorded rap music.
It was good rap music though.
I was definitely a part of that. That was really good rap music.
Dude, we would get super baked, play Grand Theft Auto 4, and we'd fucking talk shit to little kids. They'd be like, I don't even... Dude, we were some immature fucking assholes, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden...
we still are though. So
like I said,
Don't say a word.
I had like this mini studio. It really is just a computer and a fucking and a microphone.
And a speak and
No,
spell.
it's, like, it's a computer and a microphone.
It's time to rap.
It's just a computer and a microphone in the closet. But I mean, for some ridiculous reason, the sound quality came out great.
it came out amazing.
Yeah, actually, I'm really mad about that.
So we would just get super big, talk shit while we're taking turns playing Modern Warfare 2 and talking shit on Grand Theft Auto 4.
And drinking Hennessy.
Yeah, and drinking Hennessy.
Drinking on the Henny.
We were pretty much. I lived in Calumet City, Illinois. If you guys know where that's at, that's where the Blues Brothers are from. But
Hennessy,
now,
capital of the world.
but now it's,
If you did not know
it's
that.
pretty ridiculous. Like it got really really bad out there. There's like fucking gang shootings and crack deals on the corners and shit.
White kids rapping in their.
And white kids rapping in the closet.
Yeah, a couple of white kids rapping.
We keep going back to this white thing. It's making me uncomfortable.
Yeah,
White metal.
so you know, Kyle and Eric, I was smoking blunts all day and rapping for like a good.
Well, I had
fucking
no
6
idea you
months.
were smoking blunts at all.
Eric.
Eric,
What do we know about you yet?
Turn.
Oh my god, I don't know.
I like how earlier they just found out you were in the military.
Oh no,
No, we knew.
Oh no, we always hear about
Who
that.
said they
We
just
got
found
G.I. Jane over
We
here.
just didn't know he was a fucking ranger. I thought he was just in the military, but he's
No,
like an
I'm
actual
not, I wasn't
beast.
a ranger. I was in a ranger unit.
Regardless,
Ranger unit.
They
Same
called you a
difference,
ranger.
Eric.
Here they had high expectations
Joggers.
for you.
Talk about it. Let's hear it, dude. It was just Veterans Day. I want to hear this shit.
Hear what?
Putting him
Okay,
Let's
I
hear
was
a
in the
fucking.
Eric's a really humble
Let's hear a
individual.
fucking brutal ass war story.
Who did you
That's gonna give
kill?
you nightmares.
All right, here's the the craziest thing that I ever saw. I share a post with a SEAL sniper, and
I heard this.
It's
Well, they haven't, so shut up.
It's early. It's about to be day, so it's it's visible out. And I looked through my spotter scope, and the SEAL's like, what the fuck is that? There's, two militia or we don't really know who
Insurgents.
they were. Insurgents of some sort with like a makeshift mortar made out of like a fucking Pepsi can and like this
Diet Pepsi.
horrible looking
It works best.
RPG. So what they do is they take the RPG, the rocket of it, they clunk it on the ground and they stick it in this tube, and that's their mortar. So we're looking at them, and our rules of engagement: you can't fire until you're fired upon.
Where were you based? I'm sorry to interrupt.
was
Where is this?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
Yeah,
Afghaniland.
Uh-oh.
it's not.
You know what's happening to you now after the
It's
show.
not classified. If it is, I've said this a lot. But anyway, this guy.
The FBI will be looking for you
first
later.
fucking,
We'll give him a CD.
the first fucking rocket he clinks against a rock to put in this tube to fling over our fence. It fucking blows up on them. Both guys just turn into pink mist, and it was pretty fucking awesome.
They immediately cheered and slapped hands.
They played Black Dahlia's Funeral Thirst after that one.
All right, fucking Kyle. Let's
Next.
All right.
Sex.
Eric might know, everybody else probably doesn't, but as much as I love, metal bands like Black Dahlia, Heaven Shall Burn, and As
You're
Blood Runs Black. and all
Closet
that.
Britney Spears fan.
Spill the beans. Let's hear it.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Deep
but
breath. It's okay to confess.
I'm definitely going to have to say I'm probably one of the biggest Foo Fighter fans out there.
Yes,
David fucking Grohl.
What's wrong with Foo Fighters?
And a whole lot of kids and people just in our specific, that play our music or listen to our
Fuck
music
them.
just don't get into that stuff.
Some metal kids like
Incubus.
shitty Beatles.
I thought he was gonna say Seal.
I love Incubus. I fucking love
Seal
Seal.
Seal fan. Yeah.
A lot of acoustic, softer stuff that you can fall asleep to, and it's like really pleasant music. I sing myself to sleep every night, pretty much.
Wow.
With my cat laying on my stomach because he's my best friend.
Oh my god.
And
Is this really happening right now?
Let it happen.
yeah, you gotta let it happen.
It's okay. This is the bonding experience.
Dude, I got, honestly, all right, this is Jesse, if you guys don't know. I got bashed on Facebook the other day because I put some dashboard lyrics up.
I also like Death Cab for Cutie a lot. I know some people probably don't, but whatever.
Who's next with confessionals?
Looks like Leonard.
I think my little confession's kind of funny because it has to do with I don't have some gnarly military story.
Who'll be the judge of that?
I don't have some gnarly blunt story. I don't really like the
Even
Foo
my story
Fighters,
wasn't as gnarly
but it's really
as
funny because one of my other loves is I love scale model building, and I build model trains from scratch.
That's sick.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
Your model trains are ridiculous.
I'm thinking of my dad. My dad does
No,
that.
I could build models out of anything. You give me some measurements and a picture of a building, like this theater across the street. Give me 2 weeks. I'll give you a theater.
Can you do it like MacGyver style, but you build
I taught him everything he knows.
Isn't it MacGruber?
No, that's the. Don't insult me like that. It is MacGyver. MacGruber's the knockoff comedy.
We call Lenny the German Jesus.
Wait, no. If that's a phone call, you better answer it. We are all here to embarrass. Was that a text or a phone call?
It was probably a text that was
You
just
can read it out
thanks,
loud,
baby,
it's
for last
okay.
night. My name's Jerry.
Ha 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 text and laugh out loud and.
You should just read who it's from, and that's their shout out for the night.
All right, Eric Stanley just sent me a text saying ha 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 ha.
Very creative, Eric. We love you.
Doug said, if only they knew how often y'all say nigga, be like, I'm hood as fuck, nigga.
Are you kidding? This guy says nigga so much I'm embarrassed to be seen with him.
Whoa. It's all true.
I mean, yeah. Awkward.
I mean, there's some other ones, but.
You dropped the N-bomb and everybody just walks on eggshells for a
I
minute.
put an A at the end, not an ER, alright? Chill out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know the spelling made it any different. Oh, it's okay. He put the AH. I'm not offended.
There's no H. It's just nigga.
What?
But Eric
That sounds like an ah sound to me.
Eric Stanley is one of our fucking super good friends.
Dear friends.
He's one of our,
But he likes to play football during our sets.
Yeah, what's up with that, Eric Stanley?
That is true.
No, but he's fucking black as night, dude. He's super black. But
He is the Dark Knight.
He plays bass in a band called Seneca Falls. Shout out to Seneca Falls real quick. They put on an amazing fucking live show, dude. Amazing. They get They get everyone buck in the room.
Stanley does backflips.
But he's a
Black
badass,
flips.
He's a
Black flip.
he's a badass bassist, and he's super dark. So any of you guys that are fucking multicultural out there, not just a bunch of white boys trying to make death metal, you could definitely do it, man. What the fuck? There's nothing that's gonna stop you. It's not like anybody's.
What's
gonna judge
funny
you
is
based
in
on
a
your
black
color.
metal band, he'd have to paint his face white.
But he gets to save on the black makeup. He can get like a probably economy can of.
Is Mike gonna tell us?
Moral of the story: Eric Stanley's black, and we love him.
We love him and his blackness.
We've got one more person that needs to
Mike, tell us something that's weird.
Oh God.
It's okay to be scared.
It's okay if you like Justin Bieber.
I was gonna say something similar. When I was in like 6th grade, me and a couple friends.
You were chunky.
I was chunky,
Mike used to
but
be a chunky boy.
besides the chunkiness factor, I was in like an NSYNC cover band. Swear to God, dude. We used to do. Check it out.
I've been his best friend for years. I don't even know this.
I never told anybody this.
I can't believe this.
Wait a minute! Hold on! I need to ask. Were you Justin, JC, Chris, Joey, or Lance?
I have no idea. I was the fat one, so I guess that would make me who?
Joey.
Joey. All right. But we used to legitimately do the bye 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 dance and everything. Like we played at a couple.
Do you have video? Do you have video?
Ooh, there might be video. You would have to look on YouTube. I have no idea. No idea.
Did you enter talent shows and
Yes,
win?
we did. We
In
won.
bodybuilding
I
competitions.
swear to God, we won a talent show. It was awesome. I got to pick out like pictures and shit from the gallery. It was pretty legit.
People don't
The
know
gallery.
This. People don't know this, but Mike's like 22 and he could fucking out shred you on blues if you're fucking 50 years old.
Yeah, blues is my forte. Metal is something that I've picked up.
His
like
map
a year
forte.
ago.
And pop is his secret crush.
Bears.
Indeed.
Go Bears. We send a shout out to the Chicago Bears for killing Detroit.
Fuck Detroit.
Matthew Stafford's a bitch.
We're all Bears fans, obviously.
I would have taken off his helmet and kicked his face in.
Well, now that confessional's over, I think
That was good.
we should I think we need to take a breather and listen to these other 2 tracks that you guys have for us.
Right on.
3 tracks? Are we playing this instrumental song?
Yeah.
Up to you.
Fuck
What,
yeah.
real quick, before you play it, can we actually mention something about the instrumentals? About
Definitely.
Eric, do you want to
Shut up, Luco. No one wants to hear from you.
touch base on that, Eric? Because it's one of your boys that's actually hooking us up with that song.
Yeah. Pretty much what we do is my buddy has I guess you can call it a gaming company, and World of
Swifty.
Warcraft is named Swifty, and they're using a lot of our album on their YouTube, and I mean their YouTube just blows up. He's got like 1 billion subscribers, like 2 million views consistently, and they're helping promote us at the same time with the music. And I know he's just a really good gamer. They work hard as shit. I mean, they play games for like 2 hours now. They can't even do anything but fucking make videos.
What kind of games do they make?
Well, he's really famous for World of Warcraft.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, and my
Huge.
Yeah.
best friend
Never heard of it.
is his camera guy. And I don't know, we've been really good friends we met in a game called Second Life fucking years ago, and I've known him for probably 8 years now. And I mean, he's just a cool dude and makes good videos.
How about the new beta that's coming out?
Beta.
Oh yeah, well, pretty much the new Star Wars game that's coming out. It's a new MMO. It's gonna be his videos is gonna be all of our music, and I mean,
In Star Wars?
Well,
Yeah.
you see,
Yeah,
he
Luke
makes-
Skywalker
Star
can't
Wars
lay it
is
down
pretty
unless
He
he's
makes, like,
hearing blast
YouTube
beats.
videos, he makes YouTube videos showing what the game's all about and shit.
Oh, okay.
And they put music behind it, and one of them just as a trailer. It's just a fucking picture of the Star Wars beta, just the main picture, and it's just Isle of Axiom playing through it, and it has fucking 50,000 views already.
Jeez.
Just because he has so many people following him. I mean, it's not even one of our real songs, it's just one of our instrumentals, and that's just a teaser of pretty much us. It's pretty much teasing them, saying this is gonna be the music behind your shit, and this is what the fuck is to come, So I mean, that's pretty cool, dude. Big shout out to Swifty and all those guys. I fucking really
definitely
appreciate that shit.
So let's go ahead and play that song first. What's that one called?
Isle of Axiom.
And what are the other 2 songs we're going to hear?
Contrition and Seeking Divination, which is actually the title track of our EP.
All right, here we go. We're going to
Mosh.
hear more songs from After the Spire.
Mosh in your living room now.
listening to a piece of metal on Slam Internet Radio.
What's going on? This is a piece of metal. We are back from a break. Someone else is playing now? Jesus. And you've been listening to us on with After the Spire for the past hour and a half. And what did we just hear? Your instrumental?
We heard Isle of Axiom, Contrition, and Seeking Divination.
Fucking awesome. So where can people find your music and your merch and find you playing live?
Our merch and our music, the easiest way to get it, honestly, is just to come out to one of our shows. We have it on us all the time. But we also have a website where we distribute it worldwide. Eric's actually going to touch base on that.
Yeah, you can find it on our Facebook under like our merch link on the left. It's bigcartel.com/afterthespireband. And I mean, we got all of our merch on there, and we'll ship it anywhere in the world.
We got 2 shirt designs and our CD. Our one shirt design is going, it's a 3-color print. It's going for $15 plus shipping and handling. We have a single color print with some of our old logos, our old logo, an old design. That's $10 on Big Cartel, and then we have our album, our EP for sale for $5 on Big Cartel. So regardless if you're in Chicagoland area, Northwest Indiana area, doesn't matter. You could order it and we'll send it to you, even if you're in fucking Sweden. Doesn't matter.
As far as live, November 26th, we'll be at the Camelot in Portage with Rose Funeral and Full Blown Chaos.
For those people that don't know, that's in Indiana?
Yeah, Portage, Indiana. Yeah.
I need to ask about this. Full Blown Chaos. I just heard they dropped off their own headlining show. Is that true?
We don't know yet.
It's very possible. We don't really get...
I don't know. I think my brother read it on Blabbermouth. He told me, Full Blown Chaos is doing this tour. They fucking dropped off and they were headlining.
Oh, wow. That's news to us.
Yeah. It could be a possibility.
So come
might want to look into that before you play with them.
shows for us, if they're there or not.
Go see you.
Well, I mean,
come
to
see
be honest
us.
with you, I was more stoked to see Rose Funeral. Nothing against Full Blown Chaos, but they're a Metal Blade band, and that's one of the record labels that we're actually seeking very, very hard. Metal Blade Records with,
So if they're listening.
Black Dahlia, Job for a Cowboy, Whitechapel, fucking Rose Funeral.
Between the Buried and Me.
A lot of fucking great national
Janet Jackson.
Janet Jackson. Little known fact, Goo Goo
Have you sent your
Goo Goo Dolls?
Have you sent the EP out to them yet?
Yeah,
they have it.
They actually aren't even accepting shit through the mail, so we just had to send them like an email.
It was like a quick 5-minute submission, just our band, and they just wanted to see your Facebook and hear everything, and hopefully we'll hear back. If not, we're still gonna keep writing music regardless. So
And keep sending it to them.
We're gonna bug the
We
shit
will
out
never
of them.
stop. We're like Rocky in the 4th movie.
We're like Ruby at Notre Dame.
That's awesome.
Rudy was offsides. I need to put that.
Do you guys have anybody else that you want to give shout-outs to? Any local bands?
Actually, before we do that, we have the 14th of December. We're playing with one of my favorite bands, Abigail Williams.
Black metal.
Oh my
Abigail.
God.
Yeah, that's the 14th at the same place.
Zach Gibson.
That's going to be a fucking
Camelot
awesome show.
is actually a fucking bowling alley in Portage, and they have an arena attached to it, which is huge. They do like indoor soccer events and fucking. One of the last times we played there, we had like a big ass dodgeball fucking game going on, like in between bands and shit. It was fucking super fun. Or they have like a small little room where you could probably pack fucking maybe like 200 kids max, but the arena you could easily fit like 1,500 in there. So I mean, I have no idea what their plans are for Abigail.
Dodgeball moshing.
Foursquare.
Foursquare. I whoop ass at Foursquare.
No, you don't.
I'm about to destroy all of you.
You know nothing.
Awesome. And that other thing that you said before that, what I had asked you, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I forgot
Shout
too.
outs.
Eric just fucking cut it out.
Shout-outs, yeah.
Let me do a shout out to all right, to some people I know that are listening right now. Obviously, Doug, we touched base with him earlier. Nick Morelli, fucking Justin Gleason, all those fools are in the Kell City House right now, listening, supporting. Eric Stanley, the blackest man we know, he's a beast. My little brother Tyler, he's only like 17, but he's super metal, dude. He comes out to all of our shows. He supports. He's pretty much like our little merch guy, and he definitely fucking rocks the fuck out with his cocks the fuck out.
Wow.
Multiple.
He has 3.
He has 3 cocks.
It's like
17.
It's like a farm in his pants.
Yeah, that's statutory right there.
Statutory ape.
Yep.
Anyone else?
Eric, come on.
Yeah, I give a shout out to my wife. Hopefully she's at home listening. If not, hopefully she's cleaning something.
I'm preparing you.
Oh snap!
Wait, real quick. Sorry, I actually have a baby mama at the house. I'd like to say. I have a 2-month-old child.
Congratulations! Yeah, we gotta give it up for Jesse. Landon's beautiful.
Thank you. He's
in 3D.
He's
He's from Vietnam.
My firstborn son, Landon Aaron
3D
Oliver.
baby.
Shout out to that little guy and my girlfriend, my wonderful girlfriend and baby mama, Tony Cheek. She's at home. I don't think she's listening to us live right now, but
She can listen after. We archive it.
Right on. She has no choice now.
Kyle, shout out.
I don't really know a whole lot of people, but mainly just the shirt I'm wearing, Behold Oblivion.
Yeah.
One of the bands
Hell yeah.
we've met recently and we've connected with, definitely, that we hopefully can, someday you can catch us on the road with them. They're just an all-out great band, and if you guys get the time to, check us out, you might as well check them out, too.
Behold Oblivion.
Oh, yeah. They're fucking awesome. Go check them out.
Massachusetts fucking brutal metal.
Chug chug.
How'd you guys end up meeting them?
We had a show and we played
Skype.
They actually we found them online when we first found out about this show.
They were on tour.
Walk that
Yeah, they were on tour with Applaud the Impaler.
man.
They aren't
And
signed.
yeah, they're not signed, and I don't know why the fuck they're not signed because they're ridiculous. But yeah,
we just
met
hit it
them.
off right away.
Yeah, we got there at like
Tequila.
11, went into Pepe's and started drinking
Got
beers at like
wasted.
11, and we didn't play until 6.
It
We're
was
all
fucking bromance.
Oh,
from-
man.
From the
You didn't play till 6 in the morning?
No, at night.
Oh,
That'd be ridiculous.
That's a lot of drinking.
We showed up 19 hours before we played.
we started drinking at 11 in the morning
At Pepe's?
at Pepe's.
Yeah,
Oh my
quesadillas like a
Wait, who was that?
mofo.
Valpo or Valparaiso?
I don't.
It's like Valparaiso, Portage.
Yeah.
I don't know what they call it out there.
It's the
They call it the
boonies.
region.
I don't even know how Kyle made it.
We
to
got
that
passed up
set.
by a tractor.
Well,
hauling corn.
Kyle was hammered,
Wasted.
shit face, wasted.
Well, when people are handing you free pitchers of beer and free shots of tequila and, whatever else you get handed, you just got to take it.
What about a crack pipe?
the bass player from
Crack, dude.
the
You
bass
gotta go
player
for
from
it.
Behold the or Applaud the Impaler, they fucking were buying pitchers and just giving us beer, and we can't say no. I mean,
You can't say no, kids.
They're awesome.
Peer
Disrespectful.
pressure.
They're all
That's
awesome.
what peer pressure is all about, is
Applaud the
giving
Impaler
in.
and Behold
It's
Oblivion.
giving
They're
in.
all fucking cool.
Don't say no.
Go ahead, Lenny, with your shout out. Sorry, Lenny.
First and foremost, today is my sister's birthday.
Oh,
so
happy birthday, sister.
I have
happy
to.
birthday.
Sister.
I know Melissa isn't listening.
Happy birthday from a piece of metal.
She's awesome. I love her. Another shout out to Ashley Rodriguez. I know you're listening. You're probably getting all cheesy right now.
Oh, snap.
Chancho, who should be sleeping, but he's probably not. He's probably like ripping a wall down somewhere. Love you guys. And X, I know you're listening too. X Rodriguez. She's listening. Any scouts, talent scouts listening to this broadcast right now? She's a baller over there, Bishop Knoll, dunking over people, killing it. Like D Rose. She's nasty. I'd like to send a shout out to the family, knowing all the fans, most importantly, too. We couldn't have done it without you guys. And side note, if anybody's listening, you're online, checking it out, be sure to head over to our page, facebook.com.
Like us.
And like us.
Listen to our
Love us. Tell us what you think, even if you think it's horrible.
Just tag us.
And tag us. Just do what you got to do. But that's it.
Time for Miguel. Come.
Those are all.
Whoa.
Those are all my shout outs. There you go.
Way to
X.
go, Lenny.
Fuck.
Love it, X.
Still talking.
I have to say that because she
Cállate.
sent me a text.
James,
If I didn't
Oh, yeah,
say that and
yeah.
I went home, she probably would have murdered me with her balling
No
skills.
tacos for you.
She could dunk over me when I got home.
All right, I got 2 shout outs. One of them is to my wonderful girlfriend, Ashley Monis. She's probably not listening, but I'll make her listen later.
Yes.
And my job, CD1 Price Cleaners in Munster.
Yeah.
Come get your shit cleaned. It's on Calumet.
Yeah, if Monica Lewinsky knew about that, man, her shit would have been straight.
Whoa. For real, though. Get your shit cleaned.
I did not inhale.
I forgot that you need to tell a story about you and peppermint schnapps.
What?
You told me the story when we were
Okay,
eating tacos.
okay.
I want this on the air.
Once upon a 22nd birthday, I'm just chilling at this random dude's house. we're not really that like close of friends, so he doesn't.
You just
deserve
drink with
that.
him when you're
No,
depressed.
I was over there with my old singer. Yeah, old singer, whatever. But anyways, I'm drinking 3 Floyds.
Pog Nation?
I was hanging out with the Nash that night.
Nash.
And we're drinking it up. I'm about like 10 bottles of Alpha King into it. And everybody's talking about Ruppelmans. And, me being, the idiot I can be at times, I'm like, what's this Ruppelmans everybody's scared about? Because usually you hear like girls running around like, oh, I hate Ruppelmans. It makes me do crazy things. Like get pregnant.
It's Christmas in a bottle, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, like get pregnant, dude. I drank 10 shots of Ruppelmans and I woke up and now I'm a baby. No, but so I walk into the kitchen all, feeling pretty good and the guy's like, hey bro, it's your birthday now, it's midnight. I'm like, happy for pointing that out, dude. I couldn't read a clock. And he was like, dude, you gotta have the Ruppelmans. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll take a shot of it since everybody's like being so intimidated by it. Pulls it out of the freezer and he's like, here Lenny, take your birthday shot. Me and my drunken brilliance decided to start chugging. I started chugging this delicious minty treat, and I drank about half the bottle in the gulp. And yeah, I tell you, I don't remember anything after that. I just remember waking up, feeling like I just ate the world's biggest peppermint candy, and it was just chilling in my stomach. It was.
That's fucking gross.
I didn't throw up or anything. I took it like a champ.
Did you have a minty poop later that night?
It was, dude. It smelled like if Willy Wonka
Came out as candy canes.
like if I was Willy Wonka, because that dude's like pooping reindeer. I don't even know what to say.
Don't you mean Santa Claus? That makes no sense.
Santa Claus.
Something.
Santa Claus is a
Willy
closet
Wonka
diabetic. Those
You heard it on a
diabetes
piece
is a
of
scam.
metal.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
No.
Actually, wouldn't that be funny if they had a Christmas movie based on the fact that Santa Claus slept with a bunch of people's moms and he owed them back child support?
So he just brings.
Could you imagine that? And the trailer for the movie be like, "Mommy's only honest 364 days of the year." It shows him in court. I did not know. These are not my children. They're all fat with beards.
No, can I want to say something. When we went to the studio, like I said, we all didn't know each other that well. We just knew that we loved metal and we fucking
And burritos.
We were great together for some reason. We all just clicked. Well, we all got wasted on the last night of us finishing up our recording.
Don't even bring it up.
Wasted, dude. We were shit faced off some Honey Jack.
We're sponsored, by the way.
We were wasted off some Honey Jack
And
Daniels.
40s of Cobras.
Oh, 40s
Oh
of Cobras.
my God.
Well, for some fucking weird reason, I couldn't hit the very first high note of contrition. I just couldn't do it. It's when it's like, dun dun and it's just a fucking super high, brutal scream over it. I couldn't
Do it right
hit
now. Do the scream.
No, I can't.
Get in the corner and do the scream.
I can't.
Anocha.
I'll do it if you can't.
No, but let me finish the story.
Do the dual vocals, right?
So Nick Nativo, our producer and sound engineer that was recording us, we got him shit-faced, coincidentally, and we're up in his fucking studio booth, and we're like, Nick, come downstairs and try and fucking land the part, dude. So he's down there, and he's like,
Castrated, dude.
Really exaggerated.
No, it was exactly.
No, it was longer than that.
It was ridiculous.
And higher.
It was just
He was
such
like Geddy Lee.
It was such a great time. And then, ironically, I was getting wasted off Red Stripe and the Honey Jack, and I fucking nailed the part when we were super wasted. We mixed it in.
We
the next
perform
day.
best when we're
Yeah, we
Under the influence.
Yeah.
under the influence.
And while Jesse's in, or while
Gatorade.
Nick's in there doing it, Lenny's all fucking hammered upstairs, messing with his like $4,000.
I know, I shouldn't have been doing that. I felt bad afterwards.
And his girlfriend's looking at him like, "What the
His
fuck?"
girlfriend's brother's like, "Don't
Yeah, I like took over the controls. Hey, but I had to learn. I mean,
check it out. Lenny threw up the next morning.
He did.
He got wasted and he
He
threw
did.
up.
so like that's a bad thing. It was a cleansing, as I see it. Like, most people, they throw up after they drink, like, oh my god, I threw up. I'm like, yep, well, hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta throw up. Come back, I'm like, yep, I threw up. It was all right.
Kyle was, what was it, Madden 2008?
Oh, yeah. That's
No, we
2011, dude. I don't play games
We gotta
from
tell
3
the
years
story.
ago.
We gotta tell the
Eric,
story.
tell it.
Lenny gets done tracking the drum tracks, and they sound fucking awesome. And it's our first time in a big studio like this, and we're all like a little nervous, a little excited. And Lenny lands in it. I mean, the drums sound fucking awesome. And Lenny comes back in because the drum room is outside in like a separate part of the house, and he comes back in the main part of the house, and he comes in, and Kyle's upstairs, and he's like, and Lenny's like, dude, I just nailed the drum parts, man. Yeah, they're fucking awesome. And Kyle's like, yeah, AP just retired from my Madden franchise.
The best running back in the NFL right now.
Bullshit. You know nothing.
Frank Gore.
Dude, it's like, Matt Forte's killing it right now. What are you talking about AP? That dude looked like a kid that lost his mom yesterday during the game.
I feel sorry for him. He's on a horrible team.
Yeah, he caught a bad break, just like
A bad break. You don't get the mic anymore. I'm coming over here. We only talk about the Bears in this booth. Ow.
So, leaving it off on that note, before I go into my little segment, I want to give a shout out to our new intern, Jessica Gonzalez, who's doing an awesome job tonight learning board and hanging out with us. And, of course, his second week here, he's running the board by himself. I'm so proud of him. Dave, I still don't know his last name.
You're all grown up, boys. You're all grown up.
Mohawk, dude. Dave the Mohawk.
He's got this pretty good mohawk.
He's like, kill somebody with that mohawk. It's razor sharp.
He'll poke your eyes out.
He'll slice your head
You guys
off.
want to know something funny? Me and Mike, we
Made out before this.
No, we do this little thing where we do this.
Are we gonna do the sounds?
Yeah, dude, we do this little thing where we try and imitate each other exactly, no matter what sound it is. We come up with the most outrageous combination of sounds.
Does this go with farts too?
No, we're beyond farts.
I did just fart in Mike's mouth before we got here.
God.
It tastes
absolutely delicious.
I'm gonna give you a little preview. First, it's gonna go me and then Mike. We definitely fuck. All right, here we go. Here's the real sound. Ready?
Oh no.
Let me think of one real quick. Hold on.
This better be something I could do.
Who was it? It's like the same person.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now.
One now.
Should I make this the sound I made in Subway that you refuse?
Just go for it.
Just do something.
Alright, I think we're done shouting into the sound booth. These people are probably like, what the fuck is going on in the window?
I just hacked into the mainframe.
There is a business here. And by the way, I just saw there's another guy looking at porn. It's not the usual guy. It's another guy.
Time out. I'm sorry. This tattoo place, we just gave him an EP before we came in here. The Tattoo
Can you pronounce
Jimmy's. Yeah, I can't read apparently. Tattoo Jimmy's Body Shop over here by the
On Milwaukee.
on Milwaukee.
Gators bitches better be wearing jimmies.
We just want to give a shout out real quick. Sorry.
Alright, anyway, now it's time for local roundup.
It's time for the local roundup.
Is that it? Is it good? Awesome. All right, starting with tomorrow. It's Wednesday the 16th at Mojo's 5 p.m. all ages show. It's Winds of Plague, the Chelsea Grin as blood runs black upon a burning body for the fallen dreams in the midst of lions, like moss to flames and volumes. You guys know volumes. And also, there's a free show going on at the Cobra Lounge. Free admission with RSVP before 11:30. $5 after. It's a 21 and up show. Internal Empires is playing, and then there's 3 DJs, including Hard Mike, Dustin Sheridan, and Cruella, and then another band called Phenom. And there's also going to be a burlesque show.
I'm there.
That sound fun?
I like burlesque.
As long as there's waffles.
All right, Friday the 18th at Live 59. That stupid venue actually opened. 7 p.m., $8 cover charge. Deprimacy is playing with Apocrypha, Ravensthorn, Acidic Assault, Lords of a Drunken Pirate Crew, and Strongman. So go support them because Apocrypha and Strongman have been on the show. And Lords of a Drunken Pirate Crew put on a fucking awesome show. Saturday, November 19th, there's a few shows going on. The first one's at Bada Brew, 9 p.m., a 21 and up show. $5 to get in. Bleed for the Fallen. Oh, sorry about that. Bleed the Fallen, not Bleed for the Fallen. Bleed the Fallen playing with Impale, Crash Course, 12-Gauge Solution, and an Undying Alliance. And then at Nightcap, 6 p.m., Hot for Skippy, Ashulis, if I fucking pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. yeah.
Remember that story I told you?
Monument 45, Crown Me King, and it's going to be $8. Do you know them? Hot for Skippy?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
we do.
Jessica knows who they are. I know who they are, too. Okay. Also going on at the Trinity Youth Center, $7 cover charge. It starts at 5 p.m. Chains Unbroken, A Secret, Brandon Scaven, Counterfeit, that's a weird name. Between Our Hearts, Beneath the Aria, The Greatest Wildlife Show. I'm sorry. That's weird. Okay. First Rule of Fight Club, Beyond the Rapture, Cries of Deception, and Between Myth and Legend. At Livewire, 8 p.m., another free show, Hemi, Westgate, and Abstraction. 19th at Brower House, 8 p.m., Dilligaft and Locked and Loaded. And the last one on the 19th is at the Volcano Room, which is actually the upstairs of the bottom lounge. $8 advance, $10 at the door. There's a 21 and up show with Machina, Without Waves, Apocrypha, and Candy Machine Guns. Nice. Yeah. Sunday, November 20th, at Camelot Arena in Portage, Indiana. It's a show 13 years running, and it will hold 2011 segment of the Anti-Variety Show, The Chariot, Vanna, The Crimson Armada, Former Thieves, Listener, Send the Dawn, Becoming the Machine, Savior the Glimpse, Abel's Laughter, and Gorgeous and Rustmouth.
Rustmouth.
Chutney shots.
DJ Shitty Pants Racing.
All right. It's an all-ages show. 3 p.m. it starts. $12 advance. $15 at the door. 21 and up to drink, obviously. Another show on the 20th at Mike's Love and Music. Come out and join Nickapalooza, celebrating Nick's birthday with an awesome event with Glass Factory, Red Serpent, Bill, You're a Dick.
Oh, you're a dick.
I can't believe someone named it.
Why didn't we?
Oh, I can.
Lenny, you're a dick.
I didn't read these names before.
Thank you, Mike. I love you too, buddy.
Skinwalker and with Nick Ayala on drums, and Sudden Death and Pink Taco.
Pink
Oh
taco.
my God.
Pink
what?
taco.
Oh my
We
god.
were all drinking 3 Floyds before this.
Okay, at the Elbow Room on the 20th, $7, 21 and up show, another Black Hour. It's their last show of the year. Actually, my friend Matt Moran's in it. Go see them. Monday, November 21st, This Is Our Year, another one of my friend's bands, Kyle Alstrom. They're actually launching a series of video uploads titled TIOUTV that will begin on that day. I think it's on YouTube. I don't know. He didn't give me details. That's all he said. On the 22nd at Mojo's, the Acacia Strain is playing with Terror, Stray from the Path, Harm's Way, and Seneca Falls. Did I pronounce that?
Seneca Falls.
Yeah. All ages show
Blackberry.
starts at 7 p.m. All right, and here's the big news that we're doing. December 10th, we've been asked to set up a table at the Water Life Music presents Klaus Rockfest, and it features some of the biggest area local bands such as Impale. Is it Orion 9? You're going to hate me, Luca. Orion 9. Okay. Art of Flesh, and there's a few more bands playing. It's $5 to get in with a food donation, $8 without. We are looking for bands to give us their demos or stickers or whatever else you have that we can pass out because, again, we have a fucking table. So if you want,
Fucking table.
we have a fucking table.
If you want to fuck, go to that show.
I mean, just sit on it and see who comes
Sit
up. I
on
don't
it
know.
and see who comes on you.
Yeah, but if you give us, wow, this got out of hand. Okay, no, but seriously, if you give us your stuff, we will pass it out for you at this event. You can get a hold of us on our Piece of Metal Facebook page. That would be awesome because we're trying to get 400 likes by next Tuesday. Or you can email us now. We have an email address at pieceofmetalradio@yahoo.com. Yeah!
Woo!
All right, and now for people looking for people. Mark Anderson is looking for a singer for a rock metal band ready to play shows and record quickly.
Right here.
If you're interested, contact at denialmachine@att.net for all the info. Rockstar Catavir is seeking a vocalist. Check them out on Reverb Nation. Active Destruction is seeking a drummer. Impale, still seeking a drummer. Local band Ditchwater have called it quits, and they thank Chicago for a good run and all the support that they've been given.
Ditchwater.
I Have Anubis are seeking a vocalist as well as a keyboardist now to join their band.
Ooh, keyboard.
If you're interested in finding them, find them on Facebook for all the details, or send them a recorded vocal track to ihaveanubis@gmail.com. And Double 8 Entertainment is in search for bands in the following areas: Peoria, Bloomington, Springfield, and Rockford. That's all in Illinois. They are currently booking venues and bands for 5 possible 6-stop tour. There we go. 6-stop tour in Illinois. And if you're interested, contact Aaron Blazing Christensen on Facebook for details.
We're down.
And congratulations,
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Illusion Fate
Got
just
a
got
number.
signed to a local label. Local label. I can't remember what it's called right now. But Illusion's Fate just got signed, and they have a CD out now called Ghost of Maya, and it's available $10. No, not Veil and Maya. But good try. So that was local roundup. Whew, that was a lot today.
That was gnarly.
And we also have an announcement that I totally fucking forgot. Luca and I are in a band now called A Tune for 1103.
Yeah.
And we're looking for a drummer
Lenny.
What's up?
and another guitarist.
What's up? I can do
At the same time, yeah.
And a fluffer.
So, I mean, if you're
fluffer. I'm down.
if you're interested, we have this brutal track up right now that Luca actually did the guitars for himself. There's no vocals yet.
It makes like after we listen to
I sing.
After the Spire, I feel kind of stupid.
It's okay, Luca.
No,
so
you're
good.
fucking gnarly. We don't care.
So we have this track up.
Probably
We're
better
looking
than
for somebody to play. If you are interested, you can listen to the track and send us an email at attunefor1103@yahoo of track.com.
.com.
Of course. Or Facebook us or something. It's going to be awesome. We have Ed Messina from Terror. God damn it, I can't talk tonight. Terror in His Presence. Ed is playing guitar with us. And then we're still waiting to hear from our bassist. Let's just put it that way. For right now.
Have a bassist.
We kind of have a bassist. His name's
Kyle.
Ryan.
Cousin Lake.
I can't pronounce his last name.
You meant to say Kyle. It's cool.
I meant to say Kyle. I did, but I didn't.
After the Spiders broke up, we're joining your band.
That's awesome. Jump on board. Except the vocalist part is already taken. Sorry, Jesse.
We can rock 3 vocals.
I mean,
It's like
no. And in his mind, Luco's just going, "You're getting kicked out. You cunt." Give it 2 weeks.
We'll slip knot it up.
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that'd be awesome. And we're also looking to sponsor shows. So if you guys want us to be a part,
metal.
as a piece of metal, we will come out. We will bring our antics. We will introduce you. We will cater.
And I'll get fucking wasted, of course. Like you said.
I will cater to your needs. Luco will just be the ass.
What is that?
It's okay. We're there for the fun of it. And do send us your demos so we can promote you, or your tracks so we can play them on the show and promote us.
And also CDs for the 10th.
And CDs for the 10th if you have them. If you get in touch with me, I will tell you where to send them.
Lock that bike up.
So it's been awesome that After the Spire has come all the way out from Indiana. You are the second band actually from out of state to come on our show.
Right on.
She said
We just came all over your show.
I don't know how I'm gonna clean up this table. It's haunting me right now.
We make Peter Northlodes look like a sample. I'll throw that out there.
It's like a blizzard just walked through here.
Blizzard of.
Pretty bad.
I may use that. eventually.
It's all right.
But it's been awesome. One last time where people can find you if they've been listening to the whole
And your
broadcast.
shows.
And your shows coming up.
Don't be shy.
No, we hit. What's the next one? The 26th of this month,
Yeah, that's my birthday, so I want to see everybody there.
and we're gonna have a piece of
Rose
metal there as
funeral.
Buy him
well.
a drink.
Metal Blade.
3 drinks.
And then the next one
A
after that's
piece.
December 14th with Abigail Williams in Portage. And then we're taking some time off because January 9th or the 14th we're gonna be laying down and banding statues for you guys to tie out for the next album. Look out for that. And yeah, if you guys are listening to us now, swing over to the facebook.com.
We also
So-
have a
After-
YouTube as well.
Yeah, just type in After the Spire. You'll see all sorts of awesome videos of Jesse.
Whoa. There's
Counting.
live footage. There's live footage with a mix of
Porn.
Yes.
Put
Yeah,
that in there.
a bunch of porn stars sit on the subwoofer during our set and go like 30 times a second.
Oh my god.
It gets messy during breakdowns.
Oh,
This
boy.
could get messy.
Oh, slip.
Egyptian.
Arnold the Feeney marriage, if you guys didn't know.
Okay, then.
My girlfriend's now mad at me.
Uh-oh. Well, then we'll leave you to clean up the mess that you just made. And this has been A Piece of Metal, broadcasting from 4055 North Milwaukee Avenue. And bands were booked through January. Sorry, we're not booking for February till next month.
Yeah. He just got stolen.
I want him just to say A Piece of Metal like 5 times in a
Do
row.
it again. Do it again. Do it.
It's a tongue twister.
metal.
I can't do it as good as Tony.
Brutal.
Tony
No,
does it so good.
our sound guy's pretty good.
That was
at
very good.
One of our sound
You're
guys.
come on.
is.
Almost like
Marv Albert.
I love how when I say this has been another show, and then it just keeps going on, and I'm like,
We're
can
gonna keep
we
this going.
wrap this up?
Stop it.
Hey, we have 7 minutes. I'm just joking.
We've got tracks to play.
All right.
Go
ahead,
Play
guys.
music
Go ahead.
of the influences.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Let's pull up some Black Dahlia and some Vial
Fuck
of
yeah.
Maya, and maybe a Between the Buried and Me song from their new CD, and we'll go out with a bang because After the Spire's just been on with us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
And they just ear-fucked all of our listeners with their awesome EP.
Hey, why don't you guys find us on Facebook? All the members are on the Facebook page. Find us on our personal Facebook.
Add them, like them, poke
to
them,
us.
touch
Come
them.
to shows, and
We'll talk about our influences, what really got us in the metal, and everything. You know.
what's up, man?
Creep on us.
And you guys will definitely be on once
Random
a new
guy.
CD hits out. It'll be awesome.
Talk to you.
Hope you guys could have us back.
All right. This is for the last time.
No, it's not.
A Piece of Metal.
For the
And
first
next
time, for
week,
the
tune
last
in
time.
because Dead Man's Hand's going to be on with us. And good night.